Hello, my name is Jennifer Nielsen, and I am so excited today to read to you from the first chapter of The Shattered Castle. This is my newest release and the fifth book of the Ascendant series. I hope you're going to enjoy this reading, and I hope you're going to want to read the entire book. Let's begin. Throughout the years, I'd faced death more times than I could count, fought a war, endured the loss of my parents, and survived torture, cruelty, and multiple insults in the form of overcooked meat at the supper table. I thought that I had already faced the worst of anything this world might offer. Then Lady Bathilda Lamont came to the castle, Imogen's mother. She looked very much like Imogen, though Lady Bathilda's hair was lighter and worn in a tight bun at the nape of her neck. However, Bathilda hadn't even fully left the carriage before I ceased to see any true similarity between mother and daughter. In the same instant she exited the carriage, it began. "Imogen, your hair! Surely someone here can work with that. Imogen, I'll need a new gown. Several new gowns. Imogen!" Finally, Bathilda noticed me standing there, waiting to greet her. Her lips puckered in disapproval, or really her entire face puckered, which I hadn't thought possible until this very moment. "You are Jaron." I had frozen as something close to panic sparked within me. I had known every kind of villain before, but this was new to me. I had sworn to Imogen that I would be polite and friendly, and I intended to keep my promise. However, no matter how hard I searched my mind, I couldn't come up with a single word that Imogen would approve of. "King Jaron," Imogen corrected. "Mother, he's your king." Lord Kerwin, who had been standing at my side, stepped forward. "Madam, it is customary to bow before one's king." "This boy is our king." She shook her head, her expression souring with every movement. "And soon he will be my son-in-law. How wonderful." Her tone implied that she believed having a thorn in one's foot was also wonderful. I was clearly the thorn. I still hadn't said a word, but my gut had twisted so tight I didn't know what I should say. Since the moment I'd learned that Imogen's mother would be coming to our wedding, I had expected this to be a difficult greeting. Bathilda had sold Imogen to Bevan Connor as a way of paying for her personal debts. She had sold her own daughter. "Try not to think about that when you meet my mother," Imogen had told me, but now that I was here, I could think of nothing else. I eyed the balcony overlooking the main entrance, wondering how fast I could scale the castle wall and use it for an escape. That wouldn't be dignified behavior for a king, but I was still considering it. Kerwin cleared his throat. "Madam, you will bow to your king." "Oh, very well." Bathilda gave me a bow, but it meant even less to her than it did to me. When she rose up again and looked behind me, her frown only deepened. "I understand that most castles are quite drafty. Will my room have any problems?" "Definitely." Sensing my opportunity, I eyed Kerwin. It was rude for us to ever offer our cold, drafty castle to this gentlewoman. Perhaps you will arrange for a room at the inn. "I can manage here, I suppose, if you'll provide me with an extra servant to keep this fireplace stoked. How many servants will attend me?" I clicked my tongue, but didn't sound nearly as disappointed as I'd intended. "What a pity. We ran out of servants this morning. But at the inn, someone will be assigned to your room." Imogen took my arm, giving me a warning glance that I ignored. "Shall we go inside?" "I thought you'd never offer. It's blistering hot out here." We came to the grand entry, a large gathering place for guests who wished to move on to the great hall or the throne room. Bathilda pointed to a woven tapestry hung at the base of the master staircase. "Is that the one you burned? I heard—" "Mother, stop," Imogen said. I forced a polite smile, though it caused me physical pain to do so. "No, not that tapestry." I hope that you will check out the rest of this book, The Shattered Castle, now in release and at your favorite bookstore. Thank you.